reason to use locally fabricated steel is that we are local, we're easily accessible for the consultants, for the builders. Also the quality assurance is a big part of it as well.
Having the interaction and being able to sit down with fabricators one-on-one and knowing that they're going to be giving us a product of a high specification and a high quality, and something that we can check and go down to the yard, was something that was very important to us to make sure that we were happy to sign off this building at the end of it. If we were using an overseas supplier or an overseas manufacturer, I think that would have imposed a lot more cost and a lot more time and a lot more effort on our behalf.
We certainly like to involve them in the process. I think it's an important thing as a main contractor that we actually go down to their shop and their yard and talk to the guys who are doing the welding so they can understand what it's about. Invite them down to site to have a look, see what it is that they're producing, and I can ring the bugger up and tell him if there's a problem and make sure he turns up and fixes it.
There has been the odd situation where a piece of steel has had to go back. You know, could you imagine trying to do that with an offshore fabrication system or procurement method? It would be very problematic. You'd have program issues.
The structural steel sector in New Zealand has invested significantly in the last decade in new workshops and technology. We're competing against low-cost economies. It's all about being smarter, doing things more efficiently, and I see success also based on our industry providing a lot more expertise to its clients and adding more value to projects.
The earlier we can get involved, the better value it is for a client. So we can bring our expertise to the table. It is about detail. So a piece of steel is a piece of steel, but the way that we bolt it together and the way that we weld it and the way that we detail it has a very significant effect on the value of the project.
Bringing the fabricators in early on is absolutely essential for project success. The engineers always need good advice around the most cost-effective way to achieve their designs.
It was actually a learning exercise for ourselves because we never got access to those sort of people. We learned some of the tricks in terms of bolted connections, welded connections, what's good, what's not good, applying some of the safety and design aspects as well.
In New Zealand we have about 80 structural steel fabricators that are involved in commercial structural steel projects. They range from very small operations to some very significant operations, companies that turn out over 10,000 tonnes of fabricated steelwork a year. New shops are currently under construction, so the capacity is growing to meet the market demand.